Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time where you see our program for you, they bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with today's morning show. So first off, I want to say Merry Christmas to our darling brothers and sisters from the Christian fold. So we say, may God Almighty fill your hearts with happiness in all that you do, and may this joy continue the whole year and spilling through the next year because that one's another big celebration. So I wish you all a Christmas blessing, hope, protection, peace, and goodwill, love, and great joy as we celebrate the remainder of this particular year. So make una just enjoy myself. I live you on full house, no man. So that's why the show they even come late like this, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, so let's bring you the show now. So Julian Draxler, can they regret? Say in wish. Say when you get the opportunity to join Arsenal, in for join Arsenal. Now after I talk about Arsenal, he can also talk say in be get opportunity self to join Liverpool, but really join. So if to say him join Arsenal to play under Arsene Wenger, only God know how in career for B. You get maybe in go dey part of the Invisibles. I don't really know. You get because they say I snubbed transfer moves to Arsenal and Liverpool and wonder if I made a mistake. You get now when you read the reports put out by the Metro, they say Julian Draxler has admitted he would be interested to know how his career might have panned out had he joined one of Arsenal or Liverpool when he had the chance. You see this guy far back. This guy named Trend. You know how Awa and another person will be saying name Trend like mad. Every transfer season go hear Awa. Every transfer season go hear Awa. Now so this Draxler be that time. No transfer window wey no go hear Arsenal and Draxler. Yes. By the end of the day, no signer. So asked if there any moment in his career he wishes he would go back and change. So Draxler replied, there are several. When I was still very young at Schalke 04 and extended my contract, I could have gone to Arsenal. Honestly, I'd be interested to see what would have become of me if I had learned from Arsene Wenger very early. Now, the truth is that nobody get crystal ball to even know whether if say Draxler come Arsenal, whether he for scatter everything or whether he for go where. Nobody really know. So as your career don't go, it don't go be say don't go. You can only wish. You can say, how I wish say some kind thing, So in a normal human nature, you get and normally you go on the wish say, what about Cristiano Ronaldo? You know when Arsene Wenger said almost sign am. If say Ronaldo joined Arsenal, would he have been as great as the way he joined Manchester United? These are the issues. Look at Messi now, look at Yamal, look at all those players of the greats, of the old. If say they not join the club with them day, see Henry now. If say Henry no comot for Juventus now come here, say he still remain there, would he have been the Henry that we are celebrating today? So these are so just leave history, yeah, all this kind of thing. No go dey look am too much. Na the advice. If say na my brother now, na wetin I go tell am say just gbagbe. No go dey reason am too much. Now, Football London put out a very important, lengthy article. Now, this article, there are some things here I agree with. There are also some other things I don't really agree with. Now, dem come dey mention three major issues wey dem feel say fit stop Arsenal from winning the title. So na very long article but mo say I go take summarize am, no be every part of the article I screenshot because it's too long. Now, their first issue na Martin Odegaard. They say everyone by now is aware of how highly Arteta thinks of Martin Odegaard. No be secret, Arteta really love the guy because the guy na captain and he dey do very well for the club. Now, when you read that, skip something. They say Arteta's revolution and his creativity, maturity, tactical awareness, and out of positional play, despite his tender age, that's Odegaard. So wetin make Arteta really the bad one. Now, this same Odegaard, his less reliable final ball and the lack of efficiency in front of goal have since drawn even more criticism, dividing the fan base into what would rather see another player given the chance in the right attacking midfield position. They say now the guy no dey give the final true ball wey person go take score goal, like create chances for the striker on the platter of gold, make e come be saying that the striker miss am. You get. So we know dey see those positions plenty. You get. If you say they write about the guy there, wow. They say whichever side of the fence you are on, it's hard to look past the fact that Arsenal's best performance this season had come when Odegaard was not even there. Interesting. Now, Arteta's belief is that Odegaard is crucial to his side, and his out of possession play further up the pitch along with his ability to work effectively with Bukayo Saka and unlock low blocks. So the reason make Arteta dey play the guy now, all those pressing when they press when we are without the ball. So the guy na monster when it comes to pressing. If now when Kayava dey start, Kayava dey press, so the guy dey follow. Oh man, those two they be monsters as in they be engine. They know they tire, you get. Now I come see then self come mention say another two wey make Arteta like and I say in get close working relationship with Bukayo Saka, which I think they should change because it is very, very predictable. These are some of the areas I agree with Football London. So Odegaard, that in particular relationship, everybody don't know am. So you need to change from that relationship. I don't complain this thing before say you are not the number 10 for only Bukayo Saka. You are number 10 for everybody. So everybody is supposed to dey feel your impact. Now they come talk say the issue is that his pressing has looked noticeably off since his return. They say even the pressing wey we dey praise am for since when he come back from this injury, you know dey press like that before. Game against Wolves, na Odegaard fault. His lapses in concentration na im make our title charge almost derail, but own goal come save us, get score that one. Now at the other end of the pitch, Odegaard, while at times he's able to dictate tempo, but often takes too long on the ball, allowing opponents to return to their defensive shape, which is what we talk about slow transition. Because I don't complain this thing of before in the past, which was why that time I talk say if Odegaard no fit run am, make dem relegate am to the bench. Make dem put easy. If he sef no fit run am, make dem relegate am to the bench. So that first number one problem now we need to solve the Odegaard problem. That's the first issue. We need to solve am. Bring back easy. Na be their own arguments, get because if you look at the further problems that they mention, we know say their main argument na make we bring back easy. Now the come talk say Arteta dey refuse to adapt. This problem number 2. Arteta's refusal for adaptation. Arteta's biggest criticism in terms of how he sets up his team has often been his reluctance and sometimes a refusal to make changes. Changes in the sense that you have people like Waneri on the bench, you have Norgard, you have Madueke, you have people, now you sign them. If you know say you no go play them, why you sign them? Say Arteta just want to get a group of people we say in really, really trust. We say now them in like to the core. And Football on the call talk say this particular issue now wetin cost us the title last 2 seasons, and say na part of the tactical tweaks wey Arteta need to make in their own analysis. Now the Spaniard clearly has his favorites, but that has sometimes been to the Gunners' detriment as important players play too much football and invariably suffer issues like hamstring issues, which dealt a decisive blow to their title ambition last season. Now, at times, his reliance on some midfield formula, which prioritizes Odegaard and Bukayo Saka on the right of the pitch, has been too predictable. Now, Football London, they predict, they advise. So make, now remember the day we talking about for our 4-3-3. Odegaard dey for the middle of that 3 wey dey for the middle, the far right 3. Na there Odegaard dey. Dem go to say make Odegaard comot for that far right 3, come for the far left, come stay where Declan Rice dey stay. Me and you know say that one no possible. So where go come put Rice? If Odegaard go leave far right, come stay far left just because you don't want to be predictable, where Declan Rice go come play? Because they no factor am into this equation wey I see when I dey read am. So they say at times his reliance on some midfield Odegaard and Saka on the right of the pitch has been too predictable despite both players' obvious quality. Teams are beginning to work out around 2 years ago how they can get past that. Now, if they stop the threat from that side as perfectly exemplified, say for even the Bayern Munich game where they see say the same thing, say opponents self also try to stop us from doing that. Now, in order to win the league, Arteta must recognize he now has a squad that is blessed, that has depth. We go fit help dem run am. Now, say Eze dey, Waneri dey, wey fit offer us unpredictability and prevent teams from actually working out how to stop Arsenal from that right side. See their own adjustment. They can say a tactical adjustment Arteta could make is using Odegaard on the left side of the midfield. You get where his line breaking forward passes sometimes appear less forced, sacrificing some of out of possession dominance in midfield by playing Eze and Odegaard together. But you see, say they don't mention anything about Rice, which is one of the flaw why I feel say this is an incomplete analysis because maybe their mind no go there. Because if you're talking about a midfield of Rice, Odegaard, and Zubimendi. And you can't talk, say, make Odegaard come off for right, come left. Where we right play? You need to answer that question. Now they are saying Moko even play two creative players at the same time, using Odegaard and Eberechi at the same time. How will that work? What formation? They no include them for the reports, because I was thinking if you are playing the 4-3-3, that two cannot work. Which was why I clamored early on, say Moko even try the 4-2-3-1 in that type of shape. The two where they in front of the four is going to be Declan Rice and Zubimendi. Then the three before the striker, you can say okay, Eberechi, Odegaard, Bukayo Saka. Either way you can work. But when you do that, you are also sacrificing the bombing forward and backwards of Declan Rice. There is no formation where you go use, where you go get everything complete back. Go see, you know the. So at the end of the day, everything will be fine. Now the Organiru of Arsenal, make Arsenal they do where you get, and they go make us proud. All these issues why they mentioned, I go still like on our own inputs. The first issue, they say now Odegaard be the problem. So Odegaard is a passer, you get. Secondly, they say Odegaard and Bukayo Saka, their combination, everybody don't know him. Because Arteta need to adapt, change his style. Carry Odegaard from right to left. How you self take him. Thirdly, the final one, they come to say big game mentality. Say Arsenal no get big game mentality. For big games, we know they really win. Say this season we never win any big game. So we don't play Aston Villa, we don't play Liverpool, you get. We don't play Chelsea, we don't play City. We don't win anyone. Blah 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 blah. See, our winning the league does not hinge on winning all those games. We no win am. Who they talk like this? But we no win am. We will lose 2 for those 3 games, those 4 games. We lose 2. I think we drew 2. We know where we draw City, we draw Chelsea. We don't win, but see, we don't play 17 games. We're the top of the league. If we play Brighton now, we say we don't go halfway points. Let's assume say we win Brighton. You get Man City win their own. We don't cross halfway points, 2 points ahead of Manchester City. The remaining 18 games, we will plan the way we play the first 18 games, accumulate the same number of points, we don't win the league. So no be really by that one. But it will be nice, actually, to beat them. I quite agree. But the same analogy can still apply to Manchester City. Man City did not beat us. Aston Villa beat them. Spurs beat them. So whatever you can say to us, I can still apply it to Manchester City. That's just the truth. So no be really that one. You get the major issues. Now the game against Brighton, the game against Aston Villa, because I know they see Aston Villa as a title contender. I know they see them as spoilers. So now them gone. Now it's supposed to be blast. We have a good record against all these top teams. We know they easily lose against them. So that's by the. I know I think I said the report long, but I don't at least hit the major point. At 3 points and that. So what do I really think about what the because I told you I agree with some. I don't really agree with some ideas there. Now, away from that, Kepa Arrizabalaga called the talk say we go be very ready to go and face Chelsea by the time we go meet them because Chelsea in a big club. Nobody they argue that one. Say Chelsea good, you get. So we'll see how that match will be. I know say normally na Kepa and they play for our cup games. So once it's gonna enter my mind, because by the time we'll go play this Chelsea now, I also read it in this report. Would you like us to bring back Raya or make Kepa Arrizabalaga continue? Because na semi-final we talk about first leg and second leg. So what's not going to because what Kepa the talk we say if you want a trophy and that's something that we want, we have to fight against the good teams. I think both semi-finals are big games. It's going to be tough, but we will prepare well for the game and we will be ready and we will go for it. That would take Kepa the talk. Now they say Arsenal don't score 47 of their last 51 penalty attempts. To get 92% conversion rates when it comes to playing penalties. So no wonder we blast Crystal Palace from that penalty we just passed. We good dive. Saka or Odegaard or Lukiru, so any of our players, so they sabi. Now, Fabrizio Romano called the talk say if Manchester City collect Semenyo, they won't sell Oscar Bob. Now remember the time I bring that report say both Oscar Bob, Savinho, and one other person say they won't sell them to recoup funds and buy the Semenyo. Like play now. Man City now go sign this guy according to what we see. And then go get him. Now, away from that, Emery former assistant Juan Carlos Casado called the talk say when they first come Arsenal was 2018, say it was a difficult time because as a Wenger don't come out and everybody they expect anybody go come in to be the new as a Wenger, so they were not really happy with Emery. Although say the Arsenal team when they meet that time, they capable of winning something. So after all, they themselves enter Europa League quarter final. But unfortunately, Chelsea used them cook pepper soup. So it not really work out. So something that would have led to winning trophy because the conditions were there. and the club is big. In fact, we played in the Europa League final in 2019, but they no win am. And that time they tout Emery as Babala. The guy know they take I see Europa League final, they win with Sevilla, this and that. And another excuse wey the guy can't give in, for me, I think it is laughable. So one of the reasons why the guy not really succeed now because he no get enough Spaniards on his coaching staff to support Unai Emery. Which kind of talk with that? So for Emery to succeed, Spanish coaching assistants must deal with them. You're not talking about their abilities. So you are hiring them based on their nationality, not based on merits, what they're bringing to the table. That really didn't make sense to me. But na their own style. If it work for them, who am I to say me they no do am? Now Gabriel Martinelli himself come dey explain say, when Gabriel Jesus go down injury, say he really help the guy. So now they boost the guy morale. You get, they help him because he no really easy. No really easy. They talk to him, they help him. I had some things with my meniscus as well a few years ago, and I know it's not easy to be out there for so long. So I had the opportunity to be around him. I was there. I tried to be with him to talk, because I know it's a hard time. And even though he's older than me, I try to be close to him as well. He's one of the guys that when I was young, I watched him on TV playing for Palmeiras in Brazil. About talk plenty. So there was 3 years difference, but he went to the first team so quick when I was 16 and I was 12 or 13, and I was watching him. So I always tell him that it's really good to have him back, and hopefully in the next games he can score and do well. Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan and I wish him well. I want him to also score. Now the next $1 million question is, will Gabriel Jesus stay at Arsenal? For me, not beyond this season. Yes, you may not like it. Not beyond this season. Because once this season not finished, I know the portion of January, if you want Congo, nice have it. But not beyond this season. Once season don't end, may just pack and sleepers. Find square roots. Because we need to upgrade him. You see how Man City they upgrade Oscar Bob with Semenyo. Now, so we need to upgrade Gabriel Jesus to another second choice striker. We go the back, so that not be say we go to put pressure on Gyökeres. If they come out Gyökeres, we go put another through 9. We don't reach club where they get like 2 through 9. Man City have 2 through 9. They get Mamouche, they get Alan. Those are 2 through 9. Not be first 9 be that. So now, so we will take upgrade the same Martinelli. I don't get anything against Martinelli. I just want my team to progress and upgrade. The way Man City they upgrade Oscar Bob. Change when you compare Oscar Bob and Semenyo. So that same mentality now we're supposed to get. Growth is painful. For Man City now, some kind of people they will go love Oscar Bob. They go dey vex, say, why they go throw away Oscar Bob? But on a normal level, you get. So we too, our own is supposed to come different. So with that being said, I could bring you a message from Billy to Nigeria.
Your favorite wine drink for your party and celebration in every occasion. Call your friends and family, time to celebrate, have a good time. Pura Sepa comes in different variants. There's I like the red wine. Pura Sepa wine. Relax and enjoy your life with Pura Sepa wine.
All right, so Pura Sepa wine is brought to you from Billy to Nigeria Limited. It's a Spanish wine and it's an alcoholic drink. So if you're interested in their products and you want to get in touch with them, maybe you want to be one of their distributors, get in touch with Mr. Julius on 00332644146. So his number is going to be at the bottom of the screen. So get in touch with him ASAP. Also, we could bring you a message from Moby Wealth Associates and Co Limited to the into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 806464 +234 806464 2234, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwa Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. It's like come your way later in the evening to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. And get out. They call me since. So I'm going to meet my alleged heads compliments of the season.